2002. And as you see by the title of the video, for all the future viewers after this stream, because obviously at the beginning of the video no one was watching the stream, well, we're about to make some big trades, starting with getting pick number 2 this year from the New York Jets. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, the way that gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just want to know that I can hold a conversation. Oof. And so we are now going to trade the first and second pick this year. And what is projected to be the first pick this year, or next year should I say, for a quarterback by the name of Patrick Mahomes. The 32nd pick in the draft, and this pick, the 160th pick in the draft. And it is accepted right off the bat. Accepted. And we have 94 million cap. Even though his 50 mil extension kicks in, his $500 million 10-year extension kicks in soon, I think. But we gotta get Mahomes some weapons. And it starts with us having to give up an offensive lineman, as well as a 3rd round pick in 2022 for Seahawks wideout DK Metcalf. Okay, let's just throw in a 7th for next year. And that trade offer is accepted. Next up, we're going to trade Andrew Norwell and a 2nd rounder for next year to the Houston Texans for Laramie Tunsil. That is so close to going through. We're going to start with the 7th for this year. It is actually a 6th for next year. And that trade offer is accepted as well. Welcome Laramie Tunsil to the squad. As you see, we now have $114 million in cap space. We are now going to trade Josh Allen I forget who else. I have this sheet right here, but I forget who it is. I'll think about it. Josh Allen, though, to the Washington Redskins for Chase Young. As you see, this trade is real damn close to coming through. We're going to throw in a 4th round pick. And that is almost accepted. So a 7th rounder should do the trick. And that trade offer is accepted. So for an 81 overall defensive end, a 4th round pick, and a 7th round pick, we get an 85 overall defensive end.
Next up, we need a left guard, a center. Heck, we need a right guard too. But first and foremost, we had to trade for Roquan Smith. We're going to... Wait, maybe not Roquan Smith yet. But we have to trade for somebody. There's somebody to trade for. Oh yeah, I remember now. DJ Chart. A third rounder this year. Bills. Tremaine Edmonds and Ed Oliver. And the trade offer accepts. Yeah, the Buffalo Bills accept the trade offer, which means we can now. So now we have the anchor of our defense for years to come. The problem is,
this is the player card. Here you can see your player's strengths and weaknesses by looking at...
So Keelan Cole Sr. and Dede Westbrook. Is anyone interested in either of these guys? I'm going to try and get a second rounder from the Raiders. How about a third rounder for both of these guys? And we throw in a 65 overall receiver as well. And that trade offer is accepted. So for 3 wide receivers, we got a third round pick. And now we're going to send Gardner Minshew the second to the Bears for the 20th pick and Roquan Smith. But obviously that's not going to work straight up. So we're going to need to throw in Joe Schobert. Okay, how about Gardner Minshew? No. So we're going to go and get another offensive lineman by the name of James Daniels. And we're going to throw in a 5th rounder, the 160th pick this year. The trade offer does get accepted. And we're going to get... Gonna have to trade Chenault. The Browns want him. Okay. What about a first round pick for Chenault? That's like a third of the way there, so... Tyler Eifert, maybe? That didn't up the thing at all. Free safety, we'll throw in Gerard Wilson. We'll throw in... Well, they do need Gerard Wilson. Maybe a first rounder is too much. How about a second rounder? And that's really close to going through. We give him one more free safety. And the trade offer is accepted. Let's go. So we have none of our own picks. So let's see what we can get for the 32nd pick. Can we possibly get... Tyreek Hill, maybe? Nah, we don't need him. Can we get Quentin Nelson? Oh, not even close. Not even close.
Sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait.
We have... I'll wait. But for now, we're pretty good. We're gonna advance to the off-season.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. These players are on the last year of their contract.
So we need to sign Tremaine Edmonds to a 6-year contract. Gonna up the salary to $7.5 million. He is happy to sign and continue playing with this great organization. Let's sign this guy to a 2-year contract. Okay, he would like to play for a new team. Screw him anyway. Why not give him a 3-year contract? $7 million a year. That's a good offer. He likes that we got the deal done. And so now the Bucks once again win the Super Bowl over the Chiefs, just like in real life. So let's sign some free agents. As you see, we have $122.5 million in cap space, but as you see, we have no receivers. Look at all this cap though. As you see, Chris Godwin, he is 25 years old. 88 overall. 4-year contract, pretty good. This would still leave us with 108 mil, I think. Chris Carson. We could use him in a trade. And then JC Jackson, he could be a guy for our secondary. $9.5 million a year, 4 years. Barely edging out the Ravens. Oh, Marcus Williams. Okay, now this is a guy we could use. Let's go ahead and do it. 5-year contract, $9.4 million bucks a year. No bids on it for some reason. Ooh, we could also bring in Desmond King. But I don't know, man. He's already 26. Malik Hooker. I think. Have we offered a contract to Allen Robinson yet? Marlon Mack. Let's offer him a deal. $6 million a year. Will Fuller the 5th, we're also going to sign him. And we're going to sign Allen Robinson to a contract as well. Obviously, we are going to trade most of these players.
All combine stats, such as the 40-yard dash, are now available in scouting.
And as you see, Every single one of the players accepts, as we now have an 87 offense and an 80 defense. And we still have over $40 million in cap room. So that's nuts, to say the least. And we can trade Chris Carson to the Bears for... Let's see if we could get him for Roquan Smith. And a first round pick. We're gonna trade both Chris Carson and Joel Schober or Joel. I don't know the pronunciation, considering that Joel Embiid pronounces his name Joel, but I have a classmate, one of my classes, whose first name is Joel. Okay, so that's about halfway. If I trade the 59th pick as well, Chris Carson, I can pretty much straight up get... I can almost straight up get the... Yeah, if I throw in a 7, that should get me that pick. And that's really close, but not quite. How about a 5th rounder for next year? Trade offer accepted. Easy. And wide receiver, we have Will Fuller. The Broncos won him. They have the 9th pick. Like 2/5 of the way there. What about a guy such as Gubb, maybe? He and Miles Jack could create a deadly duo. And that trade offer is accepted. So that is dope. Not as dope as like Roquan Smith, but it's dope alright. And now we're gonna trade Marlon Mack because we don't need him. We will trade him to the Browns for Myles Garrett. I'm gonna give it a shot, and wow, that failed. Wow, that failed. What about Denzel Ward? Okay, that didn't work.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up.
We could trade
Flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown. I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag.
Joe Schobert as well. And that's close to going through. But I think I can get a bit more than that. Like, let's try and get... I want to get Myles Garrett. Because I think that's... But I don't think they're willing to make that deal. How about the Rams? We're going to try and get Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. Let's trade John Johnson III. Marlon Mack for John Johnson. It's almost gonna go through, but not quite. Draft picks, we're gonna trade another 5th. And that trade offer is accepted. But we only have 4 mil left in cap apparently. I don't know how we have 4 mil and only 4. Probably because we have so many guys. Okay, so the Rams want Allen Robinson. Are they willing to give up? Okay, let's see who they have. Let's see who... Ooh, Lamar Jackson. That went up more than I thought it would. Mark Andrews. It's only 25, wow. If I could get Orlando Brown Jr. and Mark Andrews for Allen Robinson, that would be dope. And that is actually really close. What if I threw in Marlon Humphrey as well? That went way down. And I am going to now trade Joe Schobert, who they want. Okay, no Marlon Humphrey, we don't need him. But what about Allen Robinson and a 5th round selection for Orlando Brown Jr. and Mark Andrews? Okay, how about a 7th rounder as well? Okay, how about just a 4th this year? A 4th and a 5th. I think this would work. This would cause the Jaguars to exceed the salary cap? What? How? Dude, we're saving a lot of money. That doesn't make any sense at all. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Okay, what if I did Mark Andrews and Orlando Brown for... How about just a 3rd? Do we need to give up more? To clear salary cap or what? Oops. Okay, let's try a different... Who wants Allen Robinson? The Vikings and the Bears do. So the Vikings have Dalvin Cook, who's 26 already. Danielle Hunter, who's 26. They have Justin Jefferson, who's 22. So they have Justin Jefferson, and they have the 14th pick. Is this enough to get Allen Robinson out of here? No, it is not. Draft picks, we're going to throw in a 3rd rounder. And we're going to throw in... Okay, let's throw in a 2nd rounder instead of the 3rd rounder. How about both? How about a 2nd rounder next year? We don't have a 2nd rounder next year. How about instead of a 1st, they give us 2 3rds. And we give them a 5th for next year. How would it cause the Jaguars to exceed the salary cap? That doesn't make sense. At all. What if I traded him for maybe like cap penalties or something? Let's go ahead and clear those. User teams. Clear cap penalties. And luckily enough, it doesn't hurt Prestige anymore like it used to do. And we can go back to Trade Center. We need a left end. Okay, so we're gonna trade Allen Robinson for Shaker Khalil Mack. Kyle Fuller's making too much money. How about Roquan Smith for Allen Robinson? It would cause them to exceed the salary cap, which is very weird considering that. Okay, how about... That doesn't make any sense. Well, I guess it just gives Mahomes another weapon. Okay. I'm fine with that. It gives us another weapon. Even though I would love to have a different guy.
Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise.
Let's go to Browns.
Okay. Now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my fate, 'cause
They're not interested in him. What if we threw in Shoker?
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. When I hit that. When I hit that.
At least we get to reunite with him. Well, that's about halfway. So we have Bradley Chubb. Okay. That didn't help at all. Right guard, AJ Can. Let's trade for a center from the Detroit Lions that I like to call Frank Ragnow, because that's his name. And they do need a wide receiver. So what if we gave them Allen Robinson? And they gave us Hawkinson or Flowers or... We're gonna go ahead and trade for TJ Hawkinson. If we trade Tyler Eifert as well, that gets it okay. How about a third-round pick? That trade offer is accepted, but... And that clears up so much cap room. To now where we're up to 67.6 mil. Devontae Adams for Allen Robinson straight up. What? That almost works? If we give them Tyler Eifert, that didn't do anything. And we give them the second rounder that we have. How about we give them the 32nd pick? The 20th pick and the 32nd pick in exchange for Devontae Adams and Jair Alexander. How about Robinson for Alexander? Straight up. No? Alright. Cornerback. Okay, we have nothing. I think if we give up a second round pick, it could get close to working. And then we throw in a fourth. How about instead of that, we do the 32nd pick? Just the 32nd pick. And we do a fourth rounder as well. The 20th pick. How about just the 20th pick for Alexander? And we do the 59th pick. And we do Allen Robinson for Jair Alexander. And we get another wideout. Oh, they don't have another wideout. Draft picks. How about a third rounder? And that trade offer is accepted. And we get a 94 overall cornerback. That's actually really dope. And now we can trade the 32nd pick. Or I might keep that pick and use it to take a different guy. So there's just more guy that I could draft. But as you see, we're going to import local file. We're going to use this draft class. It's the 2021 draft class.
Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select to scout this player and unlock his best. Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. Unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a diamond in the rough. Other teams will undervalue.
Is that really a guy's name? I guess I know why in the world it was leaked out in some previous videos. It's really darn close to penis. That's a pretty hilarious name. That would have been hilarious if his name was actually penis. Appropriate? No, but funny? Yes. Wide receiver, Rondale Moore.
Each player has a combine grade. Now this score represents how well combine performance tells you how players.
Rondale Moore, he's projected as an early first rounder. He's the guy that I want a lot. You see, we still have 32.8 mil in cap. But no longer is there a guy by the name of Desmond King available. But we can go ahead and sign Kenny Galladay. 93 points is ninth. Ouch. Okay, it's fifth. Okay, now we're in first. Malik Hooker is only 25 years old. We might as well bring him in. Give him 5.8 mil. We'll see how that does. And that bumps it up. Sammy Watkins. I might bring him in. He's 28. Solid size. I think Jacksonville, with this situation, with the situation we're in, I think Jacksonville could be almost the perfect spot for whatever his name is. We're gonna need a backup quarterback, so we are going to, I'm probably gonna lowball him. We're gonna lowball him, see if he signs. So Watkins, Hooker, and Galladay all accept, but we don't need Watkins necessarily. Or we don't need, yeah, we don't need Galladay. We do need Watkins. He could be a good guy in the slot, quite honestly. I'm gonna go back to the Packers and see maybe if we could get that pick back. Kenny Galladay, negative 9.27 mil. I want Devontae Adams for Kenny Galladay. I think that I can get like Tyreek Hill. Yeah, let's just steal the entire Chiefs core from them. I think that'd be pretty freaking hilarious. Nah. But we don't need Galladay regardless. So we do have to trade Galladay away, because I don't want this team to be too overpowered. But how about Quentin Nelson? Okay, now I'm willing to throw in the 32nd pick. And the 93rd. Did I trade Schobert already? Yes. CJ Henderson, we don't need him. Now let's see what we can get for Alexander. I want to see if we can get something crazy for Alexander. Team that needs a cornerback is the Cowboys. I want to see if I can get actually, nah. Well, maybe. But not the Cowboys.
Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And now we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot.
Ooh, the Jets. We could trade Desmond King. Okay, we're gonna trade for Desmond King. Yeah, no. I would love to get some value. Kenny Galladay does have to go, however. Raiders want him. They have Josh Jacobs. Whoa! We might be able to get Josh Jacobs, a rising star at the running back position. Oh my god, we almost can get Josh Jacobs. How about we give it the 32nd pick instead of Robinson? Oh my god. That did not just happen, did it? We got Josh Jacobs, 90 overall. He is 23 years old. And we didn't have to give up James Robinson. We could move James Robinson to fullback maybe. Or have him as a backup, I don't know. Okay. I literally just got Josh Jacobs for nearly nothing. For like a first round pick. Now, can we get something crazy in return for Josh Jacobs? And we're gonna throw in also another guy we signed. We're gonna... Okay, let's go ahead and trade Henderson away. Okay, no. But we don't need Josh Jacobs necessarily, as running backs are pretty easy to replace. And I have faith in Robinson. Bengals, they have the 5th pick. Let's see if we can get the 5th pick. And Joe Burrow. In exchange for Josh Jacobs in the 93rd pick. Okay, yeah, that's not even close. So, Josh Jacobs. Okay, so do we need... So, why not have CJ Henderson develop? Jair Alexander. What can we get for these two guys? Can we get something nuts for them? I want to see if we can get something totally nuts. Like Myles Garrett and the 26th pick. I want to see if this works. That's actually pretty close. And draft picks, 3rd rounder. You know, we don't really need him. How about we trade Josh Jacobs for like Aaron Donald or something? Rams. Alright. Aaron Donald, 99 overall. We're gonna throw in Tyler Eifert. And that trade is so close to going through. Who else would they be interested in? How about... let's see. So for Jacobs and Eifert, they also probably could use a center, but we don't have a center. I'm willing to give up a third rounder if they're willing to give up second rounder. We're gonna send him a fifth rounder. That trade offer is accepted. And we're gonna flip that. We're gonna flip Aaron Donald to Cleveland for Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward. And not just that, we're gonna also trade J.C. Jackson away. Wait, not J.C. Jackson. Let's see. C.J. Henderson. We're gonna trade him. Okay, so J.C. Jackson is older. And I will also trade a third round pick. So close. Oh, we need a tight end. Man, we suck at tight end. How about we go ahead and trade for Austin Hooper as well. And we trade a middle linebacker. Okay. So, what is there that we could do? Donta Hightower. No point in trading for him or in signing him. Unless we're trading for him. We gotta make a trade, because I'm not keeping 31-year-old Aaron Donald around. Or 30. Browns. So he's making $500K. Denzel Ward. And Austin Hooper. And I will trade, in addition, J.C. Jackson. And let's see if this works. I will also trade a third-round pick. Who do we have that I don't want? Malik Hooker. Austin Hooper. Okay, how about just Myles Garrett? Okay, Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward for Aaron Donald and J.C. Jackson. That's actually really close to going through. So if we throw in a 4th rounder, I think this would work. Okay, it didn't work. 3rd rounder, however, should work. Man, we need more slots. I already don't have a right tackle either. Okay. Aaron Donald for Myles Garrett and a 1st round pick. Ooh, that's pretty close, I have to admit. Draft picks, 3rd rounder and a 4th rounder. How about a 3rd rounder? Okay. How about 2 3rd rounders? And we throw in a 5th rounder for next year. And we throw in a 4th rounder for next year as well. How about a 4th rounder this year? Does this work? No. Okay, how about 2 4th rounders? Come on, man. Really? This would cause the Browns to exceed the salary cap. How about Austin Hooper? Yeah, let's trade for my boy Austin Hooper. And then we're gonna trade for, we're gonna trade away Taylor. Cornerback, we have Henderson that we could trade away. Oh my god, that is so close to going through. If I could get like a 2nd round pick somehow, I would love that. Okay, so a 3rd, a 4th. We're gonna go get the Bucks pick in the 2nd round this year. And a 4th next year. That trade offer does get accepted. So we're gonna trade Aaron Donald, a second round pick, and yeah, we're gonna trade that. Crap. Aaron Donald, a second round pick, and Malik Hooker for Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, and Austin Hooper. How about a first round pick instead? That actually made the interest go down? That's a little weird. How about a third round pick instead? How about a third rounder instead? This would cause the Browns to exceed the league's salary cap. Weird, but okay. Okay, I'm gonna back out. And I'm gonna go to Trade Center. We're gonna go ahead and trade Aaron Donald to the Browns for Myles Garrett. And we're gonna trade for Denzel Ward, or actually Austin Hooper. And draft picks, second rounder, and wide receiver, Colin Johnson. Close. Dude, we need some little. We don't need a right. We need a left end. You know what? We need a left end. We need a this is kind of a waste of time.